Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel JB's Lecture. I am Jui Bhattacharya and today in this video I will discuss about a few previous year's questions from We Are the Music Makers. Here you can see I am having 10% battery remaining in my mobile phone as I am making the video in my phone. Whatever, that's not a deal, but today we will definitely discuss on the very important questions, okay, from or belonging to We Are the Music Makers by O'Shaughnessy. So now if you are a new one who is watching my video for the first time, you may visit my channel and watch my videos. If you feel like you are really in love with the videos, or if you feel like you are gaining some knowledge from my videos, you can definitely subscribe to my channel as well as share my contents among your friends, family members. Okay, so let us start the video. Here you see the very first question. Whom does the poet call music makers in the poem We Are the Music Makers? In what ways are they the dreamers of dreams? So here you can see that in the very particular poem We Are the Music Makers, who are the music makers? If you notice my previous videos, there you would find that I told over there that the music makers over here are not merely the people who make musics, okay, or who give tunes, or write the very lyrics of the musics, but music makers denote each and every artist who create, okay. He or she can be a sculptor, he or she can be a writer, he or she can be a filmmaker, a music maker, he or she can be a painter, anyone. Okay, music makers refer to each and every artist who create things, who create stuffs, who create or who expose or who manifest their beauty of mind through something, or through creating something. Understood? So the second question is, in what ways are they the dreamers of dreams? Okay, so now you know about the very fact that people who are the artists, until and unless they get very famous, world famous, okay, they do not get the very respect that they do deserve, okay. For no, nowadays there are having a lot of social media sites, and you can say that this particular opportunity social media sites brings to us, that people get famous through their art, through their artistic exposition or manifestation, by presenting them through Facebook, Instagram and all. Or in YouTube platform also you can find a lot of such artists who actually do have wonderful talent. But previously, when there was no existence of such social media sites, that time the artists were really very much neglected. Understood? They did not get the very respect which they deserved, and people considered them as as the human beings belonging to some other type of world, and considered them to be the kind of aliens, okay. They considered them to be the very losers. Understood? But they do dream the very same dreams that we do dream each and every day, and the very unique thing in dreaming such dreams in between us and them is they have the very quality of demonstrating those dreams, or you can say they have the very quality of um, executing those dreams through their creations, through their artistic points of view. Okay, we also dream dreams, but sometimes we forget about them. Sometimes we feel like, okay, fine, we are having such dreams, but we are not that much dedicated to them, some of us. But most of the artists are like, they do dream the dreams, they do dream of the dreams, but they are having such talent of executing those dreams through their artistic demonstration, manifestation, exposition, whatever you can say. Understood? So that's the thing. If now you want to elaborate the answer, the second question's answer, then also you can write about that the artists are the movers and the shakers. Then you can write about they are having the very power, okay, of portraying world's great cities, understood. And you can also talk about the existence of Nineveh and Babel, about those things, biblical things, about those stuff also you can write if you want to elaborate, or if you, it is actually based upon the very marks which will be allotted to it. So the first question is done. Now move to the second question. What does the poet say about the power of artists? Understood? So what does the poet over here say about the power of artists? Artists do have wonderful power. Artists do have a kind of God gifted power, because they do have the very quality of demolishing the myths and of creating the truths. Okay, artists do have the very power of transforming the myths into the truths and the truths into the myths. Because if we talk about the reporters, newspaper reporters, if we talk about the writers, okay, the famous writers, if we talk about the news channels as well, if we talk about the editors, whatever they present before us, whatever they show us, that's what we do believe in, and we are actually manipulated to believe them. And nowadays, during the very, in this very time period of social media sites and all, technology and all, we are very much dependent upon them, and whatever they do portray, that only we do believe, or that only we really just blindly trust upon them. Understood? So they do have the very power of creating stuffs, they do have the very power of demolishing stuffs, they do have the very power of transforming the myths into the truths and the truths into the myths. Now if we talk about Nineveh and Babel, Nineveh was a tower. The tower was created by people, by some people, because they wanted to touch God. Now God became angry looking at the fact that they dared to create such tower to touch them, and that's why, in order to break their unity, he just demolished it. And he also, how did he demolish it? He divided the people by giving them different language, so that they could not understand each other. Okay, that's the very history of Nineveh. And what about Babel? Babel is a kind of biblical city. Babel was a biblical city which was broken, or which was completely finished by an earthquake. Understood? So those, about all those histories we got to know by the historians, archaeologists only, and whatever they portrayed, we are bound to believe that. Understood? So that is why the poet over here says that the artists do have such power of manipulating us. The artists do have a great power within them. Understood? Now in which way they do use that power, that is upon themselves. So now let us move to question number 3. The poem projects the power of artists as almost divine. Comment on that. So definitely, as I have just discussed the second question, what does the poet say about the power of artists? The second question's answer will be the answer of the third question as well. Okay, so in these two different ways, this question may come. But in the very third question answers, you can also include that the artists do have the power to create world's great cities and demonstrate an empire's glory. Less than 5% of battery remaining. Whatever. So that's the thing. Understood? So these two lines you can add over there. You can also add the very important line, that is, they are the movers and the shakers. That is also very important. They are the movers and the shakers of the world, it seems. So these lines you can add. Definitely, whenever you are adding the lines, definitely do not at all forget to put the quotations, to put the very double inverted comma, to write the lines within the quotation. Understood? So do not forget it, and also do not forget to quote lines from the poem or the prose. Okay, now the another information I want to give, that is, this is the very last poem of class 11 that I am discussing with you right now. After this poem, like, my next video will be based on the prose. Okay, so one after another the videos will come on prose, so keep an eye, and don't forget to comment below. Don't forget to ask, or write your queries in the comment section. Don't forget to give me suggestions as well, and also don't forget to write how are you feeling about the way I do teach, or what type of questions you want over here to be taught or to be discussed. Okay, fine. Now let us move to question number 4. Justify the title of the poem We Are the Music Makers. Definitely it will be just like the summary, as the music makers denote all type of artists. Understood? So starting from that particular part, you can end it with the thing that they are having the very power of recreating Nineveh and Babel, having the very power of creating, recreating, demolishing, okay, such things. They are having the very power of manipulating people. Okay, understood? So just like that you can write it, because it's just a summary. If you go for my previous videos, you can get the summary or the explanation of the entire poem word to word, line by line. Okay, so now let us move to question number 5, that is explain we are the movers and shakers of the world it seems. Definitely it is a very important line. You can use it in different answers, and you can get a question on this as well that explain this line. They are definitely the movers and the shakers. Okay, they do have the very power of shake the entire world by their writings, by their creations. Understood? Pain is mightier than the sword. That is a kind of proverb. You all know that. Writing or creation or creating anything, creation does have the very power, more power than fighting a battle. Understood? So that's the thing. They're having the very power of shaking the entire world. They do have the very power of, if they want that, they will use their power in a positive way. They can do it by moving the world towards progress. If they want that, they will exploit their power, then they can just demolish the world by their creations. So definitely they are the movers and shakers. Whatever we find, whatever we see, these are all their creations. These are all their presentation, their exposition. Science definitely exists, but someone also has written the science. Okay, someone also has proven all the laws and everything. Now that someone is also a creator. Whoever has created the laws and the rules and all, they are also the very creators. Understood? So you can write the very summary, the answer in a summary format, but focus on this line only. Then last question is very easy. Critically analyze the poem. It is just like question number 4. Justify the title of the poem. In case of the title of the poem, don't forget to put effort or put focus on the title Music Makers, that particular part. That the poet has not at all separated the music makers from the other artists. Actually, he intended to or intends to denote each and every artist. Okay. So that's it. This poem is easy to understand, easy to be understood, but this poem does have a wonderful message, the very message that do not at all underestimate the creators. That's the thing. Okay, but I'm not at all talking about the right now about the social media site, social media content creators. Some of the creators are really bullshit, whatever. That's my personal opinion. Leave it. So once again, over here I am completing the video, and I just want to request to all of you, if you like my videos, don't forget to share my content among your friends, family members, and don't forget to comment below with your queries and your comments and your opinions rather. Okay, so bye for today. See you soon.